SpaceX has done an amazing job of putting themselves on the map. In 2002, we
Oh my God, it's so hot in here, yo. I keep saying I'm gonna get an AC for the studio, but yo, this weekend I gotta get an AC for real. I ain't gonna make it too much longer, bro. I'm about to melt up in this thing, yo. I swear to God. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so hot. Yeah, you so cold. I'm stoning when I throw flows. I'm so hot. What the hell? Yo, it is terrible up here right now. It's so hard to focus and concentrate. Oh, yeah. It's so hot and you're so cold, man. I'm so hot, but you're so cold, man. I'm so hot, but you so cold, man. I'm so hot, but you so cold. Yeah. Like I'm painting in the sauna, ooh, yeah. Like I'm painting in the sauna, man. That shit gon' be a goner, cause ooh, I'm so hot, yeah, you so cold. I'm so hot, yeah, you so cold. I'm so hot, yeah, you're so cold. Painting in the sauna like I'm painting in the sauna, ayy. I'm on the 3rd floor in this motherfucker, man. I feel like I'm in an easy bake oven. They got this bitch on broil. Like, wait a minute, man. Turn the heat down a little something, man. God damn. So hot, you're so cold. I'm so hot, yeah, you're so cold. Like I'm painting in the sauna, like I'm painting in the sauna, like, oh, yeah, I'm so hot, you're so cold, yeah, I'm so hot. MB, what up, baby girl? Easy bake oven, like, man, it's so hot, but just so cold. It's so hot, but just so cold. It's so hot, but just so cold. Like I'm painting in the sauna. Bruh, I got a fan right there. I got a fan over there. I got the cross breeze. I'm trying to stay in the cross breeze, man, because if not, I'ma faint. I'ma pass out from heat exhaustion. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stay hydrated in this motherfucker. I'm scared, man. I gotta drink like this I'm still hot, man. I need some more water. What the fuck, bro? It's like I'm painting in the sauna. Like I'm painting in the sauna, man. I'm so hot, but just so cold. I'm so hot, but just so cold. Yeah, I'm so hot, but just so cold. Painting in the sauna like I'm painting in the sauna like, oh. Sadly, all his paintings will melt. Yeah, painting in the sauna. Oh, and you know that you were gonna when that shit hit 90 degrees. You wanna, oh. This why I might get a pool in the backyard. It's just gonna be one of them little kiddie pools that you fill up with a water hose. I'm just gonna lay in that motherfucker. It's better than painting in a sauna. You just a bitch ass trick. Yeah. So hot, but just so cold. I'm so hot, but just so cold. Yeah, I'm so hot, and you're so cold. Painting in the sauna like I'm painting in the sauna, man. Yeah, I'm so hot, but just so cold. Yeah, I'm so hot, but just so cold. Yeah, I'm so hot, but just so cold. Painting in the sauna like I'm painting in the sauna. I think I drank my water too fast. Oh, excuse me. All right. The heat, it feels like a weight is sitting on me. Like I can literally feel the heat sitting on me. I don't like that. I don't mind the heat, but I like being cool in the house. If I'm in the house, I don't want to sweat if I'm in the house. That shit ain't fun, sweating in the crib. I know that's right. We ain't got but 4 weeks of this shit, and then right back to 22 degrees. Let me start complaining right now, cause you sure hell right. In the dead of winter, motherfuckers be like, damn, I can't wait for it to get hot again. Then it be hot, the motherfuckers be crying like hell. I'm sweating. It feels like I'm painting in the sauna. Oh. What up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Oh yeah, that was good. So, what I actually need to do is, I got a commission today, which is I've only had so I've only painted 3 pieces twice. Well, this will be the third time I've done a painting twice. So both of those are gone. I painted a blacksmith working in his workshop one time, and the first time I painted it, I thought it looked excellent. I thought it was good. And then maybe 2 years later, after I tried a few different techniques where I tried to emphasize the light source in the image. And so I was looking back at that old photo, and it was a really good photo, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna paint this again. And the first time I painted it, it sold. And the second time I painted it, I think I traded it for something. And then I had another painting I did of a high school classmate of mine. A really, really beautiful painting, yo. The first time I painted it, I ain't gonna lie, it was technically challenging, and it was the first and only painting that I considered not finishing because it was too hard. It was hard as fuck. I was like, I can't do this. I'm not gonna make it look good. So I set it down for like a month, and then I came back to it, and I just took my time and worked my way through it and finished that shit, and it looked good. And it was the first time I got a real compliment from my art teacher, well, my mentor, and he told me, he was like, Travis, that's a good piece. He was like, that's a good painting, you know. All of my other paintings, he always said, I like it. It looks good. I like it. But it was something in his voice when I finished that piece, and when he critiqued it, he just looked it over. He was like, I wouldn't change anything. This is a good painting. And so when I finished that piece, I showed it twice, and the second time I showed it, it sold for what I wanted it for in the gallery. And like I said, it was that piece that I felt like I had to give it my all to complete. And it's weird, like, it was day one of this gallery open. Day one, it was open at night. The lady, well, the gallery was open all day. On first Fridays, normally the events start like 6 o'clock, but the gallery will be open at noon if people want to stroll in or out. But the main event starts at 6. So I got there a little bit early since I was the featured artist. And as soon as I got to the gallery, the curator was like, this lady came in like 2 hours, almost 3 hours ago, and she already brought that painting. I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, it already sold already. She said she wanted to take it home now, and this is the gallery. This is still the gallery director talking. She was like, I told the lady, this is the first night of the show. Nobody's seen it yet. It's gonna have to stay up here for the duration of the show. So you can pay for it now, but it's gonna be here for the month. You can come back in 3 weeks and pick it up. And the buyer agreed to that. I never saw her, never met her or anything. Like, she came in like hours before the show started and bought that shit. I was like, yo, that's crazy. And the simple fact that it was that piece, that piece was like, I didn't think someone was gonna buy it. I should have charged more for that shit, man, because it wasn't a big canvas, and I think I only asked for like $800 or $900 for it. And then the gallery got their little 20% commission off of that. So I was like, fuck, I should have put a bigger price on it so I can keep it a little bit longer. And so like a few months after that piece sold, I was like, fuck that. I was missing it so bad. I'm like, I'm just gonna paint it again. And so I painted it on a little bit larger canvas, and I actually still have that piece. Like I say, the first piece sold for, I think it was like 7, 8 or 9, I can't remember. But the second time I painted it, so I have more experience. I'm already familiar with the image. I see in the first piece what I could have done better, and so the second piece I think really did look a little bit better than the first piece. And so I've had that one for years now because nobody wants it anymore. Like, I think I got like an $1,100 price tag on that one. And so those paintings I've painted twice. And then today, a good friend of mine called me, and he's a business owner. He has a clothing boutique in our local mall. The name of his company is EP Fashions. Go on Instagram, check him out. He'll ship you whatever, yo, and he gets all the hot shit, yo. EP Fashions in Scranton, PA. That's Essence of Paradise. And so my man, he owns a clothing store. And when I met him, he has art hanging in his store, yo. Like, it wasn't good art, but you can see it was like someone's original art hanging in his store. It wasn't like, he had some posters and stuff, but like he had artwork in that shit. And I was like, oh, artist, let me hang some shit. And so for a couple years, I've been hanging stuff in his shop. And I've gotten a lot of followers, and a lot of people come to my shows, my local shows, because they recognize my art from his store. But I've never sold a piece out of his store. But so he called me today, and he was like, bro, my homeboy said his anniversary is tomorrow, and he wants to buy his wife a piece of art. And he called me and he said, do you still have paintings in the store? And I told him yeah. And so he was asking about some art, and he was like, look, I'm gonna just give you his number, I'm gonna give him your number, and y'all two can chat. And I was like, alright, cool, that's what's up. So me and the guy communicated. Seems like a really, really good brother. You know what I'm saying? You can just talk to someone for 2 or 3 minutes. Their vocabulary, the words they choose to use, and how they speak, you can tell like this is a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? And he's into art. He's willing to, spend money on art. And so I told him to look through my catalog and see if there was anything he wanted. And he absolutely loved one of my favorite paintings. You know what I'm saying? The Girl with the Rose. It's called Royal, is what I titled it. So if you guys been in the stream, if y'all remember when I painted the little black girl with the headdress and the decorative gown, and she's holding this rose, and he was like, I want that one. And yo, Matt, what up? And so I told him the price. He was like, that's a little bit out my price range. I said, I get it, bro. It's out of most people's price range. And he said, you got anything else? So I sent him some images. He said, man, I really like all your stuff, but I really want that painting. He's like, can you paint it again? Can you just make me one, but smaller? I'm like, yeah, I could do that. And then we discussed the price, and he agreed to a price. He's like, yeah, I want that painting. I want that image, just smaller in his budget. And I'm like, cool. So this will be the third time that I've painted one image twice. And so I still have the first one, and so now I'm gonna work on this image again for a client. And I have to see if I can find my photo reference, because that was a while ago. So now I have to dig through pictures. I try to save every picture that I print. Every picture that I print. So I went with this pose, but I used this face instead of the face from this picture. I tried to keep all of these because you can see like it could have been a completely different painting if I would have chose to do that one. And then honestly, if I wanted to, I could paint this one still. Ha ha ha. Oh. Oh, they're stuck together. What is that? Why is that sticky like that? Found it. How much I charge? Oh, it all depends on the image. It all depends on it. I painted this and sold it. I sold this one for 35. No. I wanted 38 for it, and the guy, he wanted it really bad, and he talked me down. So I think I knocked off $500 for him, I think. So I got like 33 for this or something, but that's that black on black violence. I love this image. And now it makes me think like I should have just got the full price or even more for that painting, yo, because he even told me, and this is an older white dude speaking, he's like, this is an important piece. He's like, this painting is going to be important, and I need to own this. And so I was like, all right, bro, you. And then when I went to his house, like his house is an art gallery just like mine, except he has like hundreds of pieces of art from all these different artists that he liked, and he has a really good eye for shit, and his collection is the fucking shit, yo. And you can tell like this dude is a real art collector. And now my piece is in his collection, but I miss it so much, yo. I might paint this. This is a, and I took that picture too, yo. Like that was a good fucking painting, yo. I might do that one again. Might have to do that one again. My bad. I always wind up doing this. But yeah, as far as prices, all my prices vary. But my commissions, I tend to price them a lot cheaper than my own art. For the simple fact that I have to put more creative energy into making and creating my own images. Whereas if someone wants me to do a commission, they're just giving me a picture. I don't really have to think about it, and then I can just go right to work on whatever they want me to do. So I have a standard on my commissions where my commissions start at $400 for a painting of one person from the bust up. So that's about from here up, with a plain background on an 18 by 24 inch canvas. That's as basic as you can get for the most part, and for that I can do it for around about $400. But that's still all depending on like what the person is wearing and how much time I'm going to have to deal on the details. Then if shipping has to come into play, so it's kind of hard to like say exactly how much a piece is, but on average, like you can get a painting from me for around $700. That's like average, you know. But this piece is different. This is a really, really intricate, detailed image. That's why I loved it so much. It took me hours and hours to paint this. And then on top of that, I had to get creative license and permission to actually use this image, because I didn't photograph this, and this photograph came from a nationally known photography company. So I had to like jump through hoops to even be able to use that image. But now I get to paint it again. Thought it would be in here, but it doesn't look like it. No. Oh my god. Nope, it really isn't. Where in the hell? Why can't I find it? Ah. Yeah, yeah, cause I'm a black man in this black land. Oh shit. I need another water. I ain't even gonna lie, yo. It is that hot.
This is a certified hood classic.
What up, though? Certified hood classics. Yo, what up, baby? It is so hot, yo. Look, I got the. Oh my god. I gotta get that AC this weekend. Jesus Christ. Hey. Anna. Yeah. Lean like a kickstand. Ooh, doing big shit, man. Got a real TV show, so now I got real fans. And I guess you won't understand. The black lives really matter until you hear that chitter chatter. That was the whole beat. I waited too long to come back. I gotta go start this paint. Stay skip. Yo, tomorrow? Yo, is it tomorrow? Tomorrow at 1 o'clock. That's all it is, hot air. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, they're gonna show the PlayStation 5. Hey, don't miss that shit, yo. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, I think it's gonna be Eastern time or Central. I gotta check the time again. Anyway, tomorrow afternoon, yo, Sony is gonna reveal the PlayStation 5 and actually show what that shit looks like. That means as soon as they do that shit, yo, in the next couple weeks, the pre-orders are gonna be on, bro. I'm pre-ordering my shit. I just got this damn commission too, bruh. That shit in the bag. Yo, what up? start a new commission. Yo, this is what I keep saying, yo. I've been so fortunate doing this whole COVID thing. Like, I've been just staying busy. I've been able to keep my job throughout the entire duration. And then actually, like, before COVID happened, I wasn't selling no art. I wouldn't, like, I couldn't hardly get a sale for like the first couple months out the year. And normally, like, I ain't gonna lie, yo, January, February be my hot months, cause everybody get their taxes. You know what I'm saying? It be tax season. People have a couple extra dollars. People have a couple extra dollars to spend on art. But then I was like, oh, January roll around, I ain't sold nothing. February roll around. March roll around. I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna get no sales for the year. And then for the past couple months, yo, I can't hardly keep up a little bit. Yo, Dap, what up, yo? I'm gonna be at work. I'm gonna watch it on my phone, bro. I'll be at work, but I'm gonna definitely I'm gonna put the alert button on the Joan. I'm not gonna miss that. Do I want to use this canvas? What is that? Yo, Atlanta Freaks, what up, bro? Hey, man, I thought you don't like me, man. Why this dude, he be fucking with me sometimes, then he don't fuck with me, and he say we cool, then this motherfucker say we ain't cool, then he just put me in the chat. Like, come on, Freaks. You know I fucks with you, man. I don't know why you don't like me, bro. Why you don't like me, Atlanta? I don't think I'm gonna use this. That shit look kind of wavy. You see that right there? This can be like a practice canvas for something else. I can't see that. This one might be a good one. This is a little more expensive canvas, but it is an anniversary gift, so I'm not gonna charge more for it. Actually, it shouldn't be this large, but for the price we discussed. But the sizes that I have is like, I don't know, I actually haven't used those in so long. I need to square them away because they're leaning on each other and they're getting like creases put in the canvas from just sitting there for months of leaning, because nobody really orders that size. And I don't know, I'll just upgrade them to a better canvas, I guess. It is what it is. And you see how thick this is, right? I don't hardly use these for my own stuff, because this right here is, I was going to use this for myself. I'll show you a comparison how thick it is here. Yeah. Like, this joint is husky. about to die up this bitch, yo. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how much more I can take. Alright. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Tomorrow at 1. Y'all ain't know about that? Let's YouTube. PlayStation reveal. I gotta Yo, it was on my Instagram, yo. I had to take.
Listen up. The soap you shower with, it's you probably haven't even questioned what bar soap you lather up with. Let's face it, most guys don't. They're still using whatever bar their mommy bought for
I got
her.
some Dr. Squatch. That shit is good. I'm not.
Sony is set to reveal the PS5 this Thursday.
But this Thursday, yo, look, cause I swear to God, I was on Instagram. All right, this is my Facebook page. Load, bitch. My Facebook. Why my shit ain't loaded? I screenshot it and then I screenshot it from Instagram and put that shit on my fucking Facebook page. I'm pretty sure it said 1 o'clock. I forgot what time zone it said though. I can't remember if it was like Eastern or fucking Central or whatever time. That shit'll throw you off an hour or two, you know what I'm saying? Yo, PS5, the future of gaming. Join us June 11th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Wait a minute. So what, that's 4 hours back? That'd be like, I guess like 5 o'clock for me, if it's... Yeah, 1 o'clock Cali time. And we on the East Coast, so that'll be 5 o'clock East Coast time. Man, I'll already be home from work by then. Because they're probably going to do that shit in Cali. Wherever that shit is at, it's probably in Cali. So yeah, they probably just wait till 1 p.m. Pacific time. And it says PlayStation.com/PS5 is the absolute definite place you can catch it. But you know, IGN and a bunch of other gamer sites and a bunch of just regular streamers are going to be broadcasting that shit, hosting that shit. Yep. Colorado, y'all only... Oh yeah, that's 2 hours. Yeah, that's still 2 hours back. Yeah. Yeah, but tomorrow, whatever time it is, just keep checking in all day, wherever you at in the U.S. But tomorrow, definitely sometime throughout the day tomorrow, they're going to show us that shit. And then if you don't catch it when they show it, like I say, everybody going to record that shit. That shit going to be playing forever. If you watch TV in the next few days, they're going to have commercials for it, advertising to get the publicity out for there. So we're all going to see it. It's just like, I want to see it immediately when it first happens. If I don't catch it right then, I can catch it even just a few minutes later. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody gonna see that. They already showed the controller, yo. The controller looks slick. The controller looks slick. Bruh.
Today, and I thought it was time to make a video going over all the games I expect to be there, from first party to big third party exclusives. So let's talk about it. What is going on, everybody? Randall419, the man with the million, back again with another video. Hope everyone's having a great day. If you guys could do me a big favor, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. This Thursday is a big day for the video game industry as PlayStation fans and gamers across the world get their very first look at the PlayStation 5 and some of the games that will be coming to the system in the years to come. I fully expect Sony to tout how they have a true next-gen system and how the games they are showing are only possible on the PlayStation 5 and how their new SSD technology pushes gaming into the future. So with all that said, here is a look at what I think Sony is going to show, not only from their first party, but also third party games that they have marketing deals with, and some of those games I think will have some time exclusivity, meaning they won't be on Xbox day one, and I think they have quite a few big AAA titles locked up. But we're going to start this video off talking about Sony's first party and second party deals that they have, and I expect the centerpiece, the crown jewel of this presentation, to be Horizon Zero Dawn 2. People loved Horizon Zero Dawn. A lot of people consider it to be one of the best new IPs this generation. Guerrilla Games has been working on this title for quite some time, and I think they're finally ready to show it. It'll have a release date of March 2021, and when you see it, it's going to absolutely melt your eyeballs. Next up, we have Insomniac Games, a studio that Sony purchased last year, and that purchase is going to pay dividends for a long time because they're going to be showing off Ratchet and Clank 2, their new entry into that series. It's been 4 years since the last one, and this one is going to be a launch title, and it's basically going to look like a Pixar movie come to life. Next up, we have Polyphony Digital, who will be announcing the next entry into the Gran Turismo series. Yeah, it's going to be Gran Turismo 7. It's going to look absolutely ridiculous. You probably won't even be able to tell that game from real life. And more importantly, when is it going to come out? I think Gran Turismo 7 alongside Ratchet and Clank will also be a launch game, so you'll be able to play that the day you get your PlayStation 5. Fresh off their 2018 remake of Shadow of the Colossus, Bluepoint Games will be showing off their new project, and yeah, the rumors are true. It is a complete remake of Demon's Souls, and it will be launching day one for the PlayStation 5. Now, this next game would have been an absolutely huge surprise to everybody if it didn't leak beforehand, and that is Silent Hill. Konami and Sony have come into an agreement which sees Konami license the IP to Sony, and they're going to be giving us a brand new Silent Hill game. Silent Hill, in my opinion, hasn't been relevant in a long time since Silent Hill 3. Silent Hill Homecoming and Silent Hill Downpour were bad games. But I have faith that this rendition of Silent Hill is going to be spectacular. But don't expect this game at launch, and really don't even expect this game in 2021. I think it's a little bit further out, maybe potentially around 2022. Next up, we have the developer behind Resogun, which was a PlayStation 4 launch title, and that is Housemarque, which I believe is the right way to say their name. They talked about how they're excited to finally showcase their next-gen game, but we don't know the publisher. Well, surprise, surprise, but their publisher is PlayStation, and you can expect to see their game at this show, and it'll be available on day one. I think...
I ain't gonna lie, yo. I'm using the projector to put that image on the canvas for that projector light. I can't even stand in front of that shit for like 2 minutes. I would bring it in here and just draw that shit. That shit gonna take way too long. I don't feel like, not for that picture. I need that shit to go faster than that. Oh my god.
You can also expect...
But this is the other main thing I want to know. How much is it gonna cost? Whew. How much is it going to cost? How much you guys think it's gonna cost? Alright, oh man, Gossamer. Oh, Gossamer might be ready for an interview. Yo, this lady keeps sending me these weird, they're not weird videos, but like, I know all this stuff. Like, me and this lady got in a little debate about a post I had pertaining to religion, and I gave her my opinion, and she came back and forth, and then she just made it seem like, I don't know, she came at me so hard, like she knew me. But now she keeps sending me like all these like black motivational videos and stuff, and I've already seen half of them things. Like I don't. You just assuming I don't watch stuff like that. But my main thing with the PS5, how much is it going to cost? How much do you want for it? You're gonna have to kick out. I'm already expecting like $1,100, maybe $1,200, something like that. If the new console, let's just say, at the extreme of everything, let's say it's $700. You know how much was the PS4s were like $550, almost $600, something like that. So let's just say if they added another $100 on to the new tech that they put inside the consoles. So now you got a $700 console that more than likely only comes with one controller, no games, and with the PS4 they did give you a earpiece. Not a headset, but an earpiece. So you're already going to have to get the console an extra controller, a headset, a game, and it's like, wait a minute, that's gonna be way more. That shit gonna be like $1,500. No, the console for $7, an extra controller, that shit gonna be probably like another $60 or $70. You might as well just say $100. We're going way extreme on this shit. So another $100 for a controller, so that's $800. Another $100 on games, that's $900. Another $100 on what I say, a headset. It might not be that bad. $1,000, $1,100 with taxes. That's what I said the first time, right? But then motherfuckers want to get 1 and 2 games, or I mean like 2 and 3 games on whatever games release on launch date. People try to get all those games. Like, I ain't trying to do that. But then at the same time, they say it's backwards compatible anyway. So you can play all of your PS4 games on the PS5, all of them, which is the best. I think that's the best part about it.
Sony to announce a variety of deals they have with indie developers and publishers, which will result in exclusive games at launch as well as extending into 2021. Next up, I'm going to be talking about the big third-party games that Sony has marketing deals with that will also be on Xbox. And a little bit later, I will tell you the games that I think are exclusive to PlayStation, which will make some gamers incredibly happy and some Xbox gamers probably pretty pissed off. First off, we're going to talk about Far Cry 6 from Ubisoft. I know a lot of people expect that to be shown off for the first time at Ubisoft's first show, but I would not be surprised to see Far Cry 6 show up here, as Sony has the marketing rights for it. Then, of course, you have the annual Call of Duty game. Activision and Sony once again have a partnership for perhaps the biggest video game franchise in the world. This year, according to the leaks, the new Call of Duty game is called Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. It's set to launch this fall, and it'll have some exclusivity with regards to DLC and stuff like that on the PlayStation side, and this will be where it's first revealed to the world. I expect Capcom to show up with 2 games, but the first one I'm going to talk about here is Resident Evil 8, which is kind of leaked recently online. Sony has a great partnership with Capcom, and especially with the Resident Evil games. They're the ones that revealed Resident Evil 7 a couple years ago. They revealed Resident Evil 3 at a State of Play, and of course Resident Evil 2 at E3 a couple years ago as well. I fully expect Resident Evil 8 to show up at this event, and I can't wait to see what it is because I love the franchise. I also expect Warner Brothers to have a heavy presence at this show, and in my opinion, they are going to show off 2 games. The first game being the long-rumored Harry Potter game. I fully expect that game to show up in a big way here, and you know what? I need the new Batman game to be announced. We know it's Court of Owls. They've talked and hinted about it. I said it would maybe be at the Xbox show. It wasn't there. And I'm just going to keep on predicting it to show up at an event until it does. And I think this one is finally the show. We're going to get our first look at Warner Brothers Montreal's Batman game. And I'm so freaking giddy to finally see it. Now this next game is a game that's already been announced all the way back at the VGAs. It's coming to the PlayStation 5 and PC, and I expect will come to Xbox in a year, and that is Godfall from Gearbox. I don't really have any interest in this game from what we've seen so far, so they're going to have to sell it to me pretty hard during this event to kind of catch my interest among the many other games that will be coming to the PS5 at launch. Activision will also have another game at the show besides the new Call of Duty, and that is a brand new Crash Bandicoot. which will be sporting a 1-year timed exclusivity tag. So Xbox fans, you're going to have to wait until probably 2021 to get your hands on this game, as I expect this to launch with the PlayStation 5. I mentioned earlier that Capcom was going to be showing off 2 games, one being Resident Evil 8, while the other game is going to be the next entry into the Street Fighter series, of course called Street Fighter 6. But the big news surrounding this game is that once again it'll be exclusive. However, it won't be a lifetime exclusive like Street Fighter 5 was. Street Fighter 6 will be 1-year timed exclusive on the PlayStation 5 and will launch sometime in 2021. You can also expect Square Enix to show up in a big way here, and I know a lot of people maybe think they'll tease Final Fantasy VII Remake 2, but something tells me we will finally see the next entry into the mainline Final Fantasy series. That's right, I expect Square Enix to show off Final Fantasy 16 for the PlayStation 5, and the big news will be that it is exclusive to the PlayStation 5 for a year, just like Final Fantasy VII Remake was. So those are just some of the games I expect to see at this event. I'm sure Sony has a bunch more that I couldn't think of, and who knows, maybe they have a even bigger third-party exclusive tucked underneath their sleeve, like an ace in the hole. But you may have noticed that I didn't say anything about Spider-Man 2 or God of War 2, 2 of the games that a lot of PlayStation fans are dying to see. There's been rumors that Sony's doing a state of play in August. I think they might hold off on showing Spider-Man 2 until then, and I don't think the next God of War is ready to be shown off in any shape or form just yet. Sony's not going to throw up a JPEG on there like Nintendo, so don't expect to see those 2 games there. I don't think Sony will talk much about PSVR 2 yet. I don't expect that accessory to come out and hit the market until 2021. I think Sony wants to keep this event strictly focused on games, which is why we also won't see mention of the release date. Now, of course, you could probably speculate and say the PlayStation 5 will come out in November, but I think Sony's going to hold on to that information until later in the year. But then, of course, the big question is the price. How much will this system cost us? Will it be $500 or will it be $400? I don't expect them to mention price at all. They're going to save that for another time and another
it's
event.
only $500.
And that leads me to the last question. Will we see what the PlayStation 5 looks like? This is something I've been going back and forth with myself for some time. There was a while where I thought, no, they won't show the design of the console. But lately, I've been coming around on the idea of them showing it off. So yeah, I expect Sony to show off the final design of the PlayStation 5. So that is my preview of this PlayStation 5 event this Thursday. I'm really looking forward to seeing all the brand new games I'll be able to play on my PS5 and Xbox Series X in the future. Let me know what you are looking forward to seeing the most at this show in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Share this out on social media or tell a friend about the channel. I would greatly appreciate that.
Yep, so tomorrow. I'm excited. I smell some barbecue. Somebody in the neighborhood is about to get it in. That shit just made me instantly hungry just smelling that. Like I instantly got hungry just now. And I really don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner. Alright guys, I'm gonna go sweat away at this little canvas for a minute. After that, man, I'll probably go downstairs where it's nice and cool. I gotta get an AC up here this weekend, bro. I can't take this. This is ridiculous. I'm about to sweat myself to death. I'll catch y'all downstairs, man. Peace.